Hi guys, this is Anish. Today I will be giving you an introduction of all of the parts included in the Arduino kit. Let's get started. First, we have the Arduino R3 controller board. In simple terms, Arduinos are tools which are used to control electronics. They are able to read inputs and turn them into outputs. Next, we have an LCD module. LCD stands for Liquid Crystal Display. The LCD 1602 can display 2 lines of 16 characters. After that, we have an RFID module. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification and uses electromagnetic fields to identify if the track tag is touching an object. We also have a Prototype Expansion module. Prototype expansion modules are a convenient way to mount a solderless breadboard on an Arduino. This makes it easier to prototype circuits. This is a motion sensor module. Just like the name, it's a sensor which is used to detect motion. The sound sensor module detects the intensity of sound using a microphone. The water level detection sensor module can detect the level of water using these lines on the sensor. Starting from here, which is the lower point of the sensor, water can be detected all the way up until here. Ultrasonic sensors are able to detect distances using ultrasonic waves. The power supply module takes an input from a DC power jack or a USB plug and converts it into a selectable voltage. The GY521 module is a breakout board which has a gyroscope, accelerometer, and temperature sensor. Servo motors are small and can turn to a certain angle provided in the program. The DS1307 RTC module is a real-time clock and can track the current time. A Rotary Encoder module is a position sensor which is capable of detecting the angle of a rotating shaft. The DHT11 temperature and humidity module is capable of detecting the temperature and humidity of the surrounding air. The L293D can control 2 DC motors simultaneously in any direction. This is the 74HC595 integrated circuit, and I won't be explaining this because we're not going to use this year. An active buzzer generates a tone when given DC voltage. A stepper motor is an electric DC motor with no brushes and divides a full rotation into equal steps. This is the stepper motor driver module, which is used to control stepper motors. This is a joystick module. It's similar to the joysticks found in video game controllers. A potentiometer is a variable resistor, which means that the resistance can be changed by just turning the knob. The remote control is pretty self-explanatory. It has several buttons which can be used in conjunction with the Arduino to control certain functions. We are not going to be using the MAX7219 module in our classes. The 1-digit 7-segment display is pretty self-explanatory. It can display 1 digit using 7 individual light-up segments. The 4-digit 7-segment display is basically like the 1-digit 7-segment display. It just has 4 more of the same thing. A 5-volt relay is an electrically operated switch. The fan blade and 3.6-volt motor are used in conjunction. When used in conjunction, the fan can be placed on the motor to spin. The membrane switch module is basically a slim keypad. It has all of the digits, the first 4 letters, and 2 special characters. The 830 tie points breadboard is a small plastic board used to prototype electronics. Resistors are used to reduce current flow in a circuit. A thermistor is a combination of thermal and resistor. Its resistance is dependent on the temperature surrounding it. A diode rectifier converts AC to DC and allows current to only flow in one direction. A capacitor is a device that stores electric energy. These phi are LEDs, which stands for light emitting diode, and are basically small light bulbs. The 9-volt battery with a snap-on connector chip can be connected to a breadboard to supply power such that you don't need to use a cable when running programs. This is the adapter used for powering the Arduino. Jumper wires are cables which are used to connect different ports on a breadboard. A female-to-male dew-point wire can be used to extend jumper wires or directly connect to pins on a component. The USB cable provided in the kit can be used to power or upload programs to your Arduino by connecting to your computer. NPN transistors can be used as either amplifiers or electronic switches. A tilt ball switch is an accelerometer which can detect basic motion and orientation. An Arduino push button is used to connect two parts of a circuit when touched. An RGB LED is a multi-colored LED. Ceramic capacitors store electrical charge. A photoresistor decreases resistance when light is shined on it. That's all for now. Thank you for listening and look at the other recordings on our RFI channel.